It's having. We are live. We are live. Here we go with the jazz hands. I've got jazz hands. There goes Babyface P. Look at that. The Babyface is in full effect, man.
That's right.
He's never getting old. What's up, man?
Oh, not much. It was a crazy week last week.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine you were running around.
And this week, so what have we discussed what we're doing Wednesday? Are we having a podcast?
No, Wednesday, 4th of July will be off. You have that day off, my friend.
Yes.
I will give you double pay.
Okay, that sounds good.
Wednesday. So 2 times 0, who knows?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, don't spend it all in one place. So you know what? We are live. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on. This is episode 211 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast, live from the Hank Strange Media Studios here in Gainesville, just off the highway. The highways and the byways. Babyface P is here.
That's right.
Baby dash face P. If you're looking him up on the social media,
you can try to find me by doing that.
I thought you're on Instagram.
I'm on Instagram. I put a picture up. Did you see it? I put a picture up.
No, hold on.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to go check this.
I think I do that on Friday.
Okay. I just tagged you in something today because I've been way behind on everything. So I will go to baby dash face P.
I put up a picture on Friday.
Oh, I see. Cool. It looks like an NES. Look, there goes his Instagram account right there. See, check out the beard and all that. I don't know if you guys can see it that well, but there it goes. There's his account. Like all his pictures on there, and definitely make sure that you guys are following him. So
you hear that in the background?
Oh yeah, man, it's gonna be rocking and rolling out here.
It's crazy right now. The thunder here in Gainesville right now is insane.
Yeah, it's about to pour like the lights might go out, man.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried the power's gonna go out. We'll see.
Yeah, I have nothing for if the lights go out.
Yeah.
So if the lights go out, you guys have to wait for us to try. If both of us get killed, like the night lights get knocked out, who knows what happens at that point? But Babyface is here. Walther Keller will be joining us soon. He's running a little late because Walther has to bleed his own blood and weld his own guns. Poor guy.
He's back to, from what I saw, he's back to doing his own welding.
Yes. So he's putting in some real work. And tonight's episode is FreeForAll Monday. That's we're going to talk about a whole bunch of different things. I've got some things. Do you have some things?
Not anything in particular. I'm looking to see what's in the news right now.
Okay, cool. All right. You're looking to see what's in the news. We're going to talk about this French gangster. We're going to talk.
Okay, yeah, we can start with that. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's straight out of a movie. This is a Hollywood movie.
It's unbelievable.
It is.
They're going to have to get Jean-Claude Van Damme
seriously
to play this character, I guarantee you.
So is he still on the run? Is he gone?
He's on the run right now. I'm going to dig into it here in a second, but there's this French gangster that has escaped prison twice. He's really escaped 3 times. So I'm not gonna
lie. He's a suave-looking man. He looks like a James Bond type. Yeah. At least from this picture.
Well, yeah.
Or maybe a James Bond villain. He could be a James Bond villain.
Well, this gives you a good insight into what kind of crazy justice is going on in France and what kind of prison security they have going on there. Because I'm sure here in America, people have tried this in America. You will get shot up.
Oh, yeah.
So
he already escaped once before using explosives.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Damn.
We're going to talk. Yeah, you read about it. We're going to talk about that. There's a whole bunch of things going on in the news, man, because those kids that were stuck in the what was it, like a cave or something in Thailand,
them, right?
Yeah, they found them. They rescued them. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep.
That's an awesome thing. I know there were a lot of parents there in Thailand that were really worried about that. And there's a lot of different countries that got together there, including America. That American, I think it was some folks from the American military, definitely search and rescue that went over there and helped along with that. But a lot of different countries cooperating with that, getting those kids out of there. That's awesome. In my opinion, I think that's an awesome thing. And then there's also this horrible stabbing thing that happened over the weekend. That. Yeah, I don't know if you heard about it.
There's a crazy riot in Portland that happened. Well, I guess you call it a riot.
The melee.
The melee of Portland, yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
What was it like? The right versus Antifa, or
Yeah, it was
crazy
like
like
Patriot Prayer versus Antifa. And the one thing that and it's going around right now that it just seems like justice served to me. There's an Antifa guy, and I'll find the video if anybody wants to see it. There's an Antifa guy that pulls out a nightstick, like a baton, extendable baton, and is swinging on another guy trying to hit him. The other guy, the right wing guy, grabs the baton and just one shot clocks him in the jaw, knocks him square out. It's awesome.
Yeah. Can't we all just get along?
Man, not with Antifa around, no.
Yeah, no, apparently not. I think, there's definitely people out there looking for fights. I think people should, you want to protest, regardless of whatever side you're on, you get your permit, you go out there, you protest, you have the right to do that. Yep. Even people that I strongly disagree with, don't like, and all that kind of stuff, I don't agree with going out there and getting into fights with them because, I don't, to me, those things are not games. So,
oh God, no.
Yeah. So that's that. We'll talk about all that stuff. You guys can let us know what you want to talk about. Shout out to everyone that's in the chat. I see the chat is going up. There's lots of folks in there. I'll try to go through here really quick and shout out everyone. I see Matt Main. He was number one. I started everything up early here because I was getting stuff ready, and Matt was in there like that, man. He's no joke. So shout out to him, as well as Christopher Williams, Joe Carpenter, the Archangel, as well as SoCal Gunner. And SoCal Gunner says, how about how much Cali gun laws suck?
Yeah, they went into effect this weekend. Now, if you want to make any gun, you have to go get the serial number approved by the state, serialize it, and then make it, which is insane.
Yeah, so that's preempting federal law then.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I can't see how that would stand up in the courts. I don't know.
Yeah, and then there's a whole bunch of other rules that are going into effect. Was it over the weekend today?
I think it was over the weekend. Let me see. California.
So, yeah. We've got that going on. We've got people are still talking about Trump's going to get to pick a Supreme Court justice,
which is awesome.
So, yeah, I mean, just imagine this is two that Hillary could have been putting in there.
And I don't know if you guys talked about this, but what's her name? She's got to go next. Oh God, she's the oldest one. Ginsburg. She's like 85. She's got to go. She's gonna have to retire within the next couple of years.
She's pulling down all her vampire powers right
Seriously.
If she dies, they will resuscitate her and put her on a breathing apparatus.
The problem that I see there is, okay, she may be a good justice, whatever, but she like routinely falls asleep at the bench. Have you seen the pictures of it? Well, they don't have pictures, so you can't do any photography inside the Supreme Court. So what they have instead is art. They'll have like people come in and draw the scene of what's going on. Routinely, there are pictures of like Neil Gorsuch, and then next to him is Bader Ginsburg, like with her head on the bench asleep.
And those artists get away with drawing her.
Yeah,
I somehow don't believe they get away with that. I don't.
It's insane.
Because let me tell you something, man. Yeah, I would like to be made do you have to be a born in America citizen to be a justice on the Supreme Court?
It probably would help to be a lawyer. I mean,
you gotta be a lawyer for it. You also have to be a lawyer?
I don't think you have to be a lawyer now.
Yeah, I know Trump wants someone that went to Yale or Harvard or whatever other Ivy League thing, but I went to the streets. I got my degree from the streets, son. I want to be a Supreme Court justice.
I think you can be appointed Supreme Court justice. You would have to get sworn in by Congress, so that's one thing. Because Congress is going to put you up to the challenge.
They'll swear me in.
And the second thing is, I think I had read something that there has never not been a lawyer put on the bench.
Oh, I promise. If anyone's out there wanting to vet me, I promise I have not left any of my little short and curlies on any things like cups or Coke bottles or anything like that. I've never done that. So I don't know if that'll get me in there. But if I was a Supreme Court justice, that would be pretty terrible, actually. You don't want me to do that thing. Let me keep shouting out people here. I see Midnight Range. He says buzzy buzzy blah 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 jazzy jazzy panties. Let's see who else we've got in here. Caviar Hound, DC G44, STL Storm Spotter as well. Warsaw Patriot. I see Warsaw Patriot in here. Gorillas and Guns, Boss Hog, and LV Louis Cypher. LV Louis Cypher's in the building. Let's see who else we got. We got Chris Bullis. So Chris Bullis told me, he actually messaged me to find out like what's up with the show because he's not getting notified. I heard that with YouTube, not only there's all these things that they set up in for the bell. So, you know, before you could just click to get notified, but now it's there's like another tier of what you have to click, and I think you have to go in there and click to be notified of everything.
Why do they do? Nobody wants this. I don't know anybody that has ever come out and been like, yeah, it's a good idea. We should, Bell's a great plan.
Yeah, they just want to make it more difficult. So I think if you just click notifications, it just notifies you of highlights, not all the videos that people are putting out. Lord. So somewhere down the line, YouTube thinks this is a good thing. I heard over the weekend that YouTube is testing this thing where no matter what kind of thumbnail you make for your video, they change it back to one of those auto thumbnails.
0.3% of users are getting auto thumbnails instead of the thumbnail that is been created for, like, you create and put up.
Wow.
And they're testing to see if auto thumbnails convert fine instead of having created.
Their thumbnail game is not good enough.
It's just, why are you testing with like the public? You can't just go testing with people's accounts. It's crazy.
Oh, they can do it. They can do it. They do more than that. So they got a lot of stuff going on. You know, YouTube's always tweaking everything. We can't do it. We've had the YouTube conversation many, many times.
Jesus.
Magnum Boy says, "What up? What's up, stranger?" I see Armament and Axes. Let's see who else we got in here. Trying to make sure I don't miss anyone here. There's lots of good conversations. Morty Nation, Justin E, Ridge Runner. Ghetto Hood Gamer as well. Lots of conversation. EJ Bognier. Hopefully I'm saying it right. Greg 98K. Music Lover. Moo Butt. Mike Bryant. Rodney Brady. Devon Brown. Opt Out of Gun Control. John Gillian. Jasan TYR says hello all. Jasan Tier. I don't know what the all these like spell things, but I don't always get them. Bricks is here as well. Shout out to Bricks. Tacos and French fries. And let's see who else we got. Tacos and French fries. Peter Machuco says, "Hey, Hank and the guys. There's also some ladies in here. Let's doff our caps to the ladies." Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? There's actual ladies that are fans of ours, man. I think, you know, it might be your cute teddy bear like face that brings in the ladies.
It's the beard hair.
Yeah. Where's Marley? Is Marley around?
She's in Jacksonville.
Yeah. So at least Monday to Friday, baby.
And I always tell her, like, she doesn't pay attention. She never watches these. She never watches these. She has no idea what we talk about.
Yeah, she's on here sometimes.
I know.
Yeah, so she doesn't know. Okay, good. Good. Don't watch these, Marley. It's not a good idea to watch this stuff. If I was you, watch this like 10 years from now when it's way too late.
No, that's something I've never thought about is all of this will live here forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to have kids and grandkids. And they're going to be able to go back and be like, oh my God.
They're going to know all about you.
I know.
They were like, damn, Grandpa, what the hell?
He was a jerk back then.
Yeah. So, it's a good thing. It's a time capsule.
Oh, God,
To all our grandchildren in the future, we did this for you.
Oh God!
Did we? Did we? I hope that you're not beta males. I hope you're not walking around like friggin' Ken dolls with no penises. Okay. Remember, your penis is very important for you as a man. You know, it needs to be a complete penis. You need the jingleberries as well as the dongleberry. You need all that stuff. It's really important. Do not give it up. Do not get neutered. Okay, because I know that's happening in the future. John Lloyd Sharf as well is here. See, you know, this is your opportunity, man. You can leave messages for the future.
That's right.
Yeah.
And now that chat is captured as well, it can get even worse.
Yeah. All those people in the chat are gonna be like,
oh, God.
I was Moobut. I was Moobut.
I was Moobut.
That was me. Moobut says, what an awesome story. It's like a real life Michael Bay movie. Vive la France. Vive la France. That's for Moobut. John Brown is in here as well. C4 Defense.
No, I think the best one is gonna look at his grandkids and be like, I was Big Dick Willie.
Or what was the thing that we came up with a bunch of names for the ladies. And you know what's funny? Lola has not seen that.
She hasn't? Oh God.
No, because Lola's really busy and she's like, you know, she's doing stuff. She's in the background. She's here. And she hears me sometimes when I'm talking about her. But she's so busy that she's like, you know, she's doing stuff. She actually goes in and optimizes the. So I was like, did you check out that video? Because I made a snippet out of it.
Did you? Nice.
Yeah. She was like, yeah, I did all that. I was like, but did you watch it?
Yeah.
She said, I was like, don't watch it. Yeah. So I told her, don't bother. It's nothing there. You don't want to see that video. So Kenny Van Cleve, John Dieter, Meredith's Mayhem is here as well. Hamburger Helper. Patrick Pew Pew. You got a Patrick Calico Jack?
Almost me.
Yeah. Yeah. Pixamite. What are you tired, man?
Oh, stayed up too late, got up too early. As always.
Okay. Scott P79, Troy Warren. Shout out to everyone here. PCB, Vanessa Kitty. Shout out to everyone. If I miss someone, let me know here in the chat. I'll try to come back. So let's jump into this first thing here and talk about this. Hopefully we'll get Walter at some point. Walter's coming in. He's missing the story of the year, I think, in my opinion. Let me see which one of these. I'm going to pull up the article from this article is in USA Today. For anyone who didn't see this, if you want to look it up here, let me see. Actually, I don't know which. You probably found an article, right?
USA Today, I think, was the same one.
Yeah, you found that same one. Okay.
Yep.
Because here, let me see. I could share this with the folks in the chat.
Notorious gangster Redion Fod escapes French prison.
Wait. Now you definitely where's your? It's
Redion.
What is it? I don't know. I thought it sounds like red wine.
red wine.
Red wine.
Fade.
Yeah, red wine fed.
Seriously, he needs to be a Bond villain.
So, notorious gangster Redouan Fade escapes French prison again on hijacked helicopter. Notorious French gangster has managed to escape prison again, this time with the help from armed friends using a hijacked helicopter and smoke bombs. Redouan Fade, 46. He's my age. That's awesome. You know, the old dudes are still kicking ass. Don't sleep on the old dudes. You know. Redouan, he escaped prison 5 years ago using explosives, broke out of prison near Paris on Sunday. He was serving a 25-year sentence for planning a robbery where a police officer was killed. Now, this is the terrible thing, but it goes to show you how horrible French justice is. And I'm going to tell you why. If anyone goes and Wikipedia's Redouan, or what? Someone here who speaks French will tell me how to say it properly. But if you Wikipedia this guy, he's been a gangster for a long time. He's had a long career that goes back to somewhere in the 90s. And he was responsible for armed robbery, jewel theft, extortion in the Paris area. Then he was arrested with a bunch of like his gang. I think half of them fled back to Algeria, which is where he's from, or his family's from, whatever. And then he was in France. They captured him, right? Oh, no, no, they didn't capture him. He was on the run. So it says here, he spent 3 years on the run in Switzerland and Israel before being arrested in 1998. He wrote an autobiography, and he said he disguised himself as an Orthodox Jew, learned Hebrew while in Israel, and was taught firearm skills by an Israeli soldier.
Oh my God, this is a Bond villain. This is a Bond villain.
So finally, because look, armed robbery is no freaking joke, man. It's no joke. So they finally caught up to him and they sentenced him to 30 years in prison. Then they paroled him after he served 10 years. This is like the problem with the French. You know, if you really want to be a gangster, you really want to be badass and live the life, go to France. Go to France, because you're going to get away with a lot of shit. And in the end, you're still going to get baguettes, and you're going to get croissants.
Yeah, you get some nice cheese.
Yeah, you know, it's going to get wine. It's like wine for everyone.
Fine wine.
Yeah. You know, you'll get like flambés and all that kind of good French shit. You know, so this guy, they caught him. They sentenced him to 30 years for armed robbery. He ran away. He was like hiding out and all of that, and they let him go in 10 years. Okay, so he wrote a book about the whole thing, and then and then he said he gave up this life of crime, but then then they said he was the suspected mastermind of an armed robbery that claimed the life of a policewoman in 2010, and so he was caught after he broke some, like, you know, he broke some of his parole conditions for when they put him in jail.
Mm-hmm.
And so they finally caught him. Now, if this guy was in jail for 30 years and they released him and he was on parole and they suspected his ass, I don't know why. I don't know why you have to wait for him to. Okay, but I get it, legal stuff. So,
but now where's he gone to?
So listen. So they put him in jail. So they put him in prison for 8 years, right? But on April 13th, 2013, he broke out of the prison that he was in by using explosives to blast through five prison doors, holding 4 prison wardens hostage during the escape and employing the use of a getaway car. He then burned the car and left in another vehicle, and he was on the run for like a month or so before they caught him again.
This has to be like an MI6 agent or something. There's no way this is a real person.
This is real shit.
There's no way this is a real civilian. This has to be like some secret spy for somebody.
Yeah, this is the Mossad. I don't think he just randomly went to Israel.
Totally. Yeah, if he went to Israel and got trained, he's totally the Mossad.
Yeah. I don't think Jean-Claude is good enough for this role. We're gonna have to get someone else to play it. But I mean, this is really, really, so this is a badass, man. That he escaped, they caught him, they put him back in prison, and he still freaking escapes again.
Yeah. The other thing is he has to have some money stored somewhere to hire people to help him. There's no way he's broke, because nobody's going to just help you escape from jail. With a helicopter? No way.
Yeah,
so he's got to have somebody paid.
Oh, his book sales are going up right now. Yeah, his book sales right now are going up. I don't know. How do you even get to like, I know in America there's a thing where you do stuff like this. You can't really write a book and get that money, right? I think there's some kind of law like that here.
Yeah, his book sales might be going up, but who's collecting the check? Because he can't get it.
Yeah.
Guarantee his bank accounts are all frozen.
Yeah, this is really, really insane, but it's also it's proof of, like, to me, how France gets down. And
they don't well. They let themselves get stomped repeatedly.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do you do now? Because if it was me, when you capture this guy again, just put him on the electric chair. Oh, I forgot. They don't believe in capital punishment.
They'll let him out in 10 years again. Don't worry.
Yeah, because these people like hijacked a helicopter. You can see well, you can't see it in this because this is the picture that I put up when I heard about all of this today. So that's the dude right there. That's the dude. That's the helicopter he got away in.
Where you get these characters at?
This is me showing how I would escape out of a French prison using out of my special butt farting powers. I will fart a rainbow and fly over the fence and escape. And I will probably get away with that in France. You know, wow. I don't understand. France is crazy, man. I think the French, the fact that they're letting this guy get away, they should put one of those collars on you
that blows your head off.
Yeah,
get away.
Okay, dude, you try that shit one more time. Boom. Because I don't know, man. It's really
straight out of Battle Royale, the movie.
Yeah, yeah. Brick says OJ did it. John Dieter says no weapons by the guards. I don't know. Like, how does a helicopter come in and not get? Because if I'm a guard there, I want at least like an AR. Yes. I would really want a 50, but
yes.
You know, you must have an AR. This helicopter's landing. That helicopter should get, like, do they not have towers and
yeah,
like
you think they have a guard tower with like machine guns or something?
I don't understand, man. And then let's see how long this dude now is going to be on the run.
If he's smart, he's leaving the country and just going somewhere where they're not going to send him back.
Yeah. So, I mean, this dude, I think this is like the most badass escape since like El Chapo. So,
exactly. Is he?
yeah.
Did they caught him and killed him? Did they?
No.
Is he still out?
No. You know what? I would have. Let's look that up because I think they eventually caught. Did they catch? I think they caught El Chapo, but instead of him being in jail in Mexico, now he's in jail in America, where we will shoot you if you try. Yeah. Well, if you even try.
He literally has a explosive collar on right now.
Yeah. So I think El Chapo's back in prison. We could check into that. And speaking of Mexico, there's like a new president, El Presidente in Mexico. I don't know if you know that. A very liberal dude became the president of Mexico. Let me see. I'm going to pull that up.
Yeah, that's what Mexico definitely
president is a Trump critic promising new U.S.-Mexico relations.
What kind of bargaining chip do you have? Oh, we'll send less immigrants your way.
Yeah. If I was like Mexico, I would say, you know what? We're gonna build a wall for you guys asses.
Build a wall on your southern border so the rest of South America can't keep coming through.
No, yeah. Yeah, so that's going to be interesting what goes on there, whether or not these dudes get along with Trump or not. We'll see. A lot of stuff is made in Mexico, by the way. For example, a lot of like stuff from Fiat, like FCA is Fiat, Dodge, etc. I have a Ram Rebel. I don't know if that's
Mexico.
I know that I think the Challenger had parts made in Mexico as well. There's stuff that's made in Canada, Mexico. Stuff is assembled in Canada and Mexico. You know, not a lot being assembled in America.
It's a shame.
So I don't think, you know what? I don't think there's any cars that are really, there's no 100% American cars anymore, or like cars from any country that's 100% that country.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, there's lots of parts that are only made in Japan, parts that are only made in China, and then you have different places where people assemble things, but they build the different parts over here and then they fly in. So for whatever reason, there's a lot of American companies that are making their vehicles outside, like right over the border.
I don't think any airbags are made in the U.S. Remember, did you have to put in for that airbag recall?
No, I didn't.
Every company had an airbag recall, and it's because one company makes all of the airbags, and it's in Taiwan or something. Okay,
I was gonna say, yeah, was that? I thought it was Japan, but no.
Maybe it's Japan. Yeah, it's overseas somewhere, but they couldn't keep up with the demand after recalling like everything.
Yeah. Mexico should go. We refuse to let you make anything in Mexico. No, they're not going to do that. I don't think they're going to say no.
Fender guitars. What else is
they're not saying? They're not going to. Mexico's never. They're never.
Yeah, they would go under so fast.
Yeah, I've always told people that I think, come on, if you look at how, I mean, I know like California thinks it's coming back right now, but pretty soon you're going to see people in California are going to run across the border to Mexico. That's why I'm telling you, I think they will build a wall to keep Californians out. I was looking at there's this video I was looking at, I'm trying to remember the name of it. I think it's called Making Rent in Silicon Valley.
It's insane.
Did you see this video?
No, but I know people that live in and around San Francisco. I don't know why you would ever want to move there.
Dude, if you guys should look up this video. It's really interesting. I watched this over the weekend. So in Silicon Valley, where you have Google, obviously Google, YouTube, where we're on right now, Facebook, Instagram, Uber, all these companies. There's people who work for these companies, and in some cases, these people have 2 or 3 jobs, and they've been homeless for years.
Why would you do this to yourself?
These people there's people working for these companies that live like they're living in their car. A lot of people are living out of RVs. That's like a huge problem in California because people can't afford to live in a house. And there's There's people that are there's like they're renting someone's garage to live in, you know, or people are converting their garages into apartments and stuff like that. It's insane. And the reason is that the price of housing has gone way up. Like an apartment in these areas is over $1 million.
Yeah.
Apartment.
So to compare to Gainesville, so first off, we're special here in Gainesville because everything's cheap. Everything is really, really affordable. We had a guy that I used to work with that lived here in Gainesville, moved out to California, and got a 1-bedroom, like it wasn't even a bedroom. It was like a studio apartment, $4,000 a month in San Francisco.
Wow.
$4,000 a month to sleep on like a couch in a bed, and because there's no bedroom, there's just, you know, like studio space, and it wasn't big. $4,000 a month. We paid like $1,000 something a month for a mortgage on a house, on a full house on a lake. Like,
yeah. And Gainesville's relative. Like, I don't live in Gainesville. I live outside of Gainesville, where it's even cheaper.
Yeah, in and around Gainesville is super cheap. It's really affordable. That's why
comparatively, it's actually not bad.
But I couldn't imagine, like, you would have to pay me 5 times what I'm making right now for me to go, okay, I'll move to California. There's just no way.
Well, so the high-level employees are making at least like 100,000 and up out there, but those guys still are having a tough time affording things.
100,000 is nothing. That's like 20,000 here in Florida.
Yeah. And then you have people who are working in these places that are just security guards and stuff like that, you know, or they work for Uber. So they're working like 3-4 jobs to make ends meet. And like, for example, there was one guy from Facebook in that video, and a whole bunch of people at Facebook that are trying to organize a union at Facebook. These people Facebook is social justice warriors.
Oh God.
That's what kills me about this. Google, YouTube, this platform we're on right now. These are social justice warrior mofos.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the South Park episode where they move to San Francisco and they all just start smelling their own farts because they think it's like beautiful? That's what San Francisco is. They live off their own farts.
Yeah. So it's a little crazy. I really think that that's really insane. And I think that this it was called Making Rent in Silicon Valley, but it's a lot about the quote unquote gig economy, where a lot of people, myself included, there's a lot of people out there that are doing different little jobs, kind of like you're an independent contractor, but you work a bunch of different things.
What do you call that, Hank? That's called hustling, right?
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I've been doing that, man. I learned that on the streets. I got like a dual degree, man. I got my law degree on the streets. Yeah, a PhD, player hated degree. You know, I learned that, and I learned how to hustle a long time ago. Now it's called the gig economy. So there you go.
Is that really what we're calling it?
Look that up. It's called the gig. Yes.
Because you don't sit down 9 to 5, one job. You just do a bunch, right?
Well, so yeah, if you work for Uber, that's a gig. Yeah, but you don't, people, you know, you're not going to make a fortune working for Uber. You can't drive that much, you know. So you might work for Uber over here. You might work as a security guard for Facebook over here, and that's an independent thing. They're not paying their people. It's getting to the point where even some of these big companies are building buildings to house people.
That whole area, in my mind, it will eventually crash. There's no way that the prices of everything there can sustain for that much longer. It's been that way since like the mid-90s, I feel like.
Yeah, and when you have these social justice companies that are so huge on the stock market and all this kind of stuff, you know, companies like Tesla and all this kind of stuff, and what they're doing is basically creating projects. Like, remember what the projects did in the 80s? They're creating new projects in California of people who are working. These are people who are unemployed. These are people who are working.
It's not slum projects. It's nice ghettos, I guess you'd call it, where they stow their employees. Employee ghetto housing. Yeah,
Brick says Jamaicans have been doing it for years. And it's true. I mean, I know I'm from the Caribbean. You know, you come, you work a lot, but it doesn't make any sense to work this much and live in a place where I thought it was bad when I was in New York City. It's probably worse now. I probably would not want to. I don't want to go back to New York at all. I don't miss it for shit.
Like, why would you want to go to places like that? Especially, you don't, I mean, not even moving East Coast, but you have places like Wyoming, which is sprawling open land. I hear it's beautiful, and it can't be as expensive as California. Nothing could be.
Yeah, I think you know, if you want to do the gig economy thing, I think we're headed in that direction in America, period. I think we're going to have lots of temporary employees or people because companies are not going to be able to even give the benefits that they were able to give.
Yeah.
So this is a workaround. We've seen it in Europe. Most of the European workforce are temporary employees.
I could see that happening. Yeah, for sure. Everybody does smaller things instead of one big 9 to 5.
Yes, absolutely. Who is this?
Especially as automation takes over.
Yes, exactly. So we're moving in that direction where you're going to have to work for yourself and have multiple things going on. Well, let me give you a little hint on that. You're not going to be able to do that shit in the city.
No,
it's because most cities are by their nature very liberal. You know, they're into all this social justice warrior shit. They're now becoming sanctuary cities and stuff like that. So it's like more people to prey on you when you live in these cities.
Yeah,
you know. There's going to be all this stuff going on. Don't do it. Don't live in the cities to do this. Get out of that. If you really have that mindset, go somewhere in America that you like the weather or whatever it is, you know, and you're not necessarily going to, you know, you're not going to have all the benefits of living in a city, like the entertainment, food, etc. And you may have to do some driving, but it will be easier for you to survive and do your thing.
It's worth it.
Yeah, I see Rod Mills is joining, is jumping in. I don't see Walter yet. I don't know where Walter is. Walter, we're still waiting on you.
Walter's in the closet.
Yeah.
That's one big closet.
Walter, half of it's for his forehead, right?
Yeah, exactly. Man, you beat me to the punch. I was gonna say Walter needs 2 closets, one for the skull.
Have you seen this? Somebody has created a. It looks like it's 3D printable extension for the Auto Ordnance Thompson pistol.
Oh, really?
And you can put a what you call it? What's the one that Walter uses? The hook, the brace, the tail hook.
Oh, okay, yeah, the tail hook.
It looks like a commando gun.
Where is this? Cool. Where do you see this?
I'm sending it to you. It's on Truth About Guns.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty awesome.
I didn't see that flipping through there.
This is from like weeks ago, I think. I'm looking back on page like 30.
Oh,
but this is pretty neat.
Yeah, let me pull this up right now.
Yeah, it allows you to add a Tailhook Mod 1 pistol brace.
Ooh, very cool.
Isn't that cool looking?
Yes. Someone needs to make a trigger for this.
Oh my god!
Come on,
45. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, a Thompson should have a binary trigger. Okay.
Oh yeah. Let me see if I can put this in chat.
You should at least have the option.
Nice.
Isn't that cool looking?
Yeah, is that Walter's brace?
Yeah, that's the tailhook brace.
Yeah, the tailhook is not Walter. That is Gearhead Works, the tailhook brace.
Yeah, it's just Walter uses it.
Yeah, Walter has a deal with Gearhead Works. So
okay. I thought he invented that. I'm sorry.
No.
Oh God, if he had, he would be rolling in the dough.
Well, he does know. We know the people. Like I know the guy behind Gearhead Works, the good guy Paul. He's been inventing stuff for years. I think that all the success that he's getting with the tail hook is deserved because that guy has been like inventing and making stuff and doing his own business for a long time. And that's a tough thing. So
they're shipping these adapters. Does it come with the tail hook? $125 for that? Are you serious? That's
for the adapter.
Yeah, because it's getting machined. I mean, that's not far from like the KES stocks that Walter does. You know, that stuff has to get machined.
I don't know. It's a simple tube versus Walter has moving components. Let's see. Check it out here.
That's true.
Let me see. Because this one doesn't move. It's stock, but not a stock.
Well, you know, give it a couple of months, man. You know, if
it doesn't sell, they'll start fire sailing them.
Yeah, my favorite long distance rifle is going down, from what I understand.
What are you looking at?
The Tikka TX3.
Really?
That is, it's gone down for about $200 over the last year and a half. You know, so yeah, man, I will be getting one though. I will be getting a Beretta Tikka TX3. That is a badass
T3X. T3X, right?
Yeah, T3X. I'm sorry, T3X.
Okay.
You ever seen that before, Hank?
No.
Man, if you ever get one in your hand, I'm surprised Big Daddy Guns doesn't have one.
I don't know that we have one on the wall. We have some Nemos on the wall, which those things are. Oh my god, that's a hell of a rifle.
You just
what do these typically cost? I'm trying to
about 1900.
Okay.
And but you gotta actually feel that bolt house. Man, that bolt feels like it's on like butter.
I've always heard good things about Tikkas.
Yeah.
Where are they based?
Finland.
Finland. Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense.
Think
okay.
So? Maybe Switzerland.
So, what's the price they're coming down to now, Rod?
Locally, I've seen it down to 1,600 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know, that's 6.5 Creedmoor and the 308. That is that's 6.5 Creedmour on that Tikka, man. It is, man, it is something, man.
Yeah,
every time
I could be wrong. I see the Tikka T3X light bolt action. This is a light version for 630 at Bass Pro, but
no, that can't be what is it. I mean, does it look like a sniper rifle?
On my thing right here, the picture hasn't popped up yet.
Yeah, probably has like a different stock.
Yeah, it's probably a completely different thing.
Yeah, because with the T3X, it looks, it has a nice chassis on it, and then most of them at the end they have the flash hider, and it kind of looks like a sniper AR-15. If an AR-15 and a bolt action married together and had a baby, you know, it would be the T3X.
Okay, and I see there's aftermarket chassis for them as well.
Cool.
I mean, the stock chassis is awesome. I mean, speaking of chassis,
are you looking at the tactical one, the TAC A1? Because that thing looks
that's
crazy.
the TAC. Yeah, I think the TAC is the one that
the TAC A1 looks badass.
That thing looks insane. It's got like a rail on it and everything. That's cool.
Yeah, Gunfather says it's the TAC A1 T3X.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that is.
That is cool looking.
Yeah, that's what I'll definitely be getting. Matter of fact, I looked at some reviews, and guys were hitting like, I think maybe 2 inches at like 1,000 yards.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Cyrus 308 says 6.5 Creedmoor anything is awesome. Rod, I suggest you buy one of these so that we can do a video on it. So
E-Rock. I got it.
Go ahead.
Well, hold on now. I mean, for the teeth, I mean, we couldn't. It wouldn't do any justice to do that to Hacienda now.
Yeah, we need some big range.
Yeah, we'll find some place.
Here's E-Rock.
Oh, okay, cool.
E-Rock says his next gun is going to be a Benelli M4.
Benelli M4.
100% worth the money. They're really expensive.
You have to show off just a little bit.
That's right, but they're 100% worth it. They're really awesome. And then I got a Vortex Razor sitting on top of this one.
And then what John Wick used?
Yeah, he's got one in John Wick too.
Yeah.
I kind of.
You've used this in 3-gun, right?
No, 2-gun. It didn't use a shotgun. Pistol rifle only.
Okay. Oh, so you haven't gone to the 3-gun route?
No, so 3-gun. The problem I have with 3-gun is it all comes down to how quickly you can reload a shotgun and how much money you want to spend on stuff. Because there are guys that will have extension tubes that are just like, 25 round shotgun extension tubes, and it's like I'm not going to spend,
baby.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend $3,000 on my pistol. I'm just practical shooting is all I go for.
Yeah, I guess we're like in some early going here. We're in some early going. So there you go. The Benelli,
best shotgun.
That's his pride and joy.
100% best shotgun out there.
Yeah.
Patrick, when did you get that?
Hank, how long have you had? About a year? Less than a year?
Is it a year already?
About a year.
Yeah, maybe a little bit under. Why did you bring it
to the Hacienda?
He's brought it over there before. It was actually on the Hacienda.
We didn't have it at that one time though.
Yeah,
I don't remember what we brought. Yeah, never. I don't think I brought it with me.
Yeah.
Only thing you brought with you was that Glock 43.
No, I had the Glock 43 and I had the SBR, the AK.
Oh,
The AK-74.
Yeah, Patrick always has a bunch of cars, a bunch of guns in his.
I wish I had a bunch of cars.
Yeah, he has a bunch of guns in his car, but I think he worked some kind of a deal with my friend Mark for that.
Oh God!
So that's
it was a steal. It was a 100% steal of a deal.
A deal. He made him an offer he could not refuse.
Oh God! Seriously, I didn't have the cash at the time, and I was like, I will make this happen somehow.
Yeah,
it was so unbelievably good.
But you're happy. You're happy with it, right?
100%. So, I wouldn't trade it. It's a great shotgun.
Yeah. He's probably missing it right now. For all I know, shout out to Mark or Tactical Fringe. What's going on? What's up, Rod? Sure.
Did anybody see Sicario 2 over the weekend?
I haven't.
No,
I have. Okay.
You good?
Did you?
Oh,
no, okay. I didn't. I just wanted to, see if it was any good.
I didn't get a chance to see it. I think that when 13C Joe was here from 13C Gun Reviews, and he was saying that someone said it really wasn't all of that, but I know I like the part where he was bump firing the what was that, a Beretta?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's hard to top that first one, man. I mean, that first one is a classic.
I would agree with that. Yeah, it's a pretty badass movie.
You gotta ask yourself how many times in a sequel is better than the first one.
That's very rare. That happens.
Very rare.
Now, speaking of that, Armament and Axis says he just saw Deadpool 2 yesterday. I don't know what he thought of it. I saw it. I thought it was good. You didn't like it?
Yet. I want to see it. No, the first one was great. I want to see the second.
I thought it was better than the first one.
That's impressive, if true.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and Chris Bullitt says he saw Incredibles 2. I thought that was pretty good as well. Incredibles 2. Okay. I saw these when I was on vacation. I don't get that much of a chance to see movies as I would like to. I pretty much wait until, they come out on iTunes or something like that, and then I see them. Jackson Ullman says he's finally here, so there you go. Brick says Larry Vickers said it was pretty cool. So there you go. That's from the Vickers himself.
What, Deadpool?
So, I'm assuming Sicario.
Sicario. Yeah. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Could be wrong, but let us know. Mike Bryant said The Empire Strikes Back. Mike Bryant is stuck in a time warp. we are over that. I mean, at this point, Moobut says Empire, Godfather 2. Chris Bullis says Deadpool 2 was awesome. I think it was pretty good. So, I carry my revolver in single action says John Wick or John Wick 2. Which one was better? I would say John Wick. The first one was better.
Yeah, I would say that too. Not by much though. Not by much.
Yeah, the second one was all right, but the first one was better, man. I don't,
I think
that's one of those things.
The screenplay, the storyline of the second one was, the first one was better, but I think with the second one they came in, they had more weapons, had more, the weaponry was a lot more prevalent in number 2.
I think number 1 was more realistic. I know that there's some craziness going on in there, but number 1 was more realistic. Number 2 kind of like, pushed it a little bit because now the whole, like, they're living in an alternate universe where everybody and their mama is a freaking assassin.
Yeah.
In John Wick 2. So where do you go? John Wick 3 is like in another galaxy.
You know what, Hank and Patrick, let me tell you this. There's a series of movies that I wish could have been better. What's the series where the movies where you lock yourself down at night and everybody kills each other?
Oh, The Purge?
The Purge.
Yeah, I wouldn't even look at that.
I love the first Purge.
I've heard the very first movie that ever came out was really good, and then they just straight downhill. They've just been milking them as hard as they can.
It started getting dumb, you know. And I'm like,
the concept is really is interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Let everybody go nuts for one night, and then all is forgiven the next day. But yeah, they've just, from what I've heard, they just have milked the crap.
Let me explain something to you. If everyone was, let's say that July 1st, everyone's going to go nuts and kill everyone. On June 29th, June 30th, or whatever, I'm killing everyone that day. Because it's so stupid. It's like, I mean, come on.
You're going to play by the rules?
No, I'm gonna, you know, like, oh yeah, man, it's all tomorrow. Boom. Forget that. Why play by the rules? Forget the rules.
Hank Strange is up in the street somewhere on June the 30th, shooting at folks,
blowing everybody up. You know,
hey, but you know what though? I will let you guys in on a secret though, man. You know, sometimes I like to let my fantasy world come into real life, and I usually kind of use New Year's Eve as the purge for me. Okay. Whereas I like I don't go out anymore on New Year's Eve. You know, for one is, you know, it's insane. Too many craziness. I try to stay away from huge areas because I don't want to be, basically, I don't want to be a victim. Okay. To me, like, you couldn't pay me to go out to like Times Square in New York, New Year's Eve. I would never do that. You know, I mean,
yeah, I've never done it. I grew up in New York City. I never did it. No.
Yeah. I mean, now it's just like I'm just waiting for something to happen, because I'm like, man, if something happened there, it's too many people. I understand they got a huge law enforcement presence there, but the main thing is that if something happened, where would you go? You couldn't go anywhere. You'd be just a victim, just like in Las Vegas.
I don't like massive crowds, man. When I lived in New York City, I never went to the Parkway to jump up, and that was all like all the hot chicks, all the hot Caribbean chicks were up there. I didn't go do any of that kind of craziness.
Right,
you know?
right.
So, I mean, I don't know if anyone knows what that is, but on, what is it, Labor Day on the Parkway? I think it's one of those days. It's like there's a Caribbean Day parade in New York City. I think it's Labor Day. I could be wrong. This is how much I actually cared about it. But everyone goes to the Parkway, and then they're like jumping up and dancing. It's like Bacchanal or something like that. It's like a, you know, a huge celebration, people just dancing, and everyone's like scantily dressed. All the ladies are scantily dressed. It's like what you would see in Brazil or one of those places. I guess it happens in Guyana and Trinidad and Jamaica. There's one that happens in Canada, etc. I avoid that kind of stuff.
Yeah, me too. Like New Year's Eve for me, I lock down my house. You know, I don't go out. Now, what I usually will do is I'll go to church, but you know, I'll go to church where church gets out about maybe 9 o'clock. Then I'm able to go to the house, you know, because, you know, you got to think a lot of people are shooting guns in the air.
Oh, people have been killed like that. It comes back down.
Exactly. People, you know, they're shooting, you know. So what I'll usually do New Year's Eve, man, I'll have like either my shotgun or my AR by my bed. You know, normally I'll just keep my Glock, but I'll keep the AR or the shotgun extra, you know, just in case. You know, I don't know, man. With the world we live in today, it's kind of crazy. So, you know, I kind of do that. And then after, you know, January 1st, I, you know, open up. Now, I did have fun, I will say, when the hurricanes hit last year. I was locking myself down, man. Man, you would have thought I was in the purge last year for the hurricane before it came. I mean, in my garage, you know, I don't know if anybody has a garage, how they had that deadbolt type lock that's to the side
on the garage door, or
yeah, exactly. And it's a little thing that you can press and it'll hold the garage in place, you know, the door in place, you know, extra secure. And I'll usually do that. And man, I took all my furniture from my patio. I locked it down toward each other. Actually, I didn't even need to do that because hell, I went out there the next day and didn't even move an inch. But you know, in Jacksonville, we have like the city gives you like garbage cans to sit by the road. So I put all of those in the garage, and you know, it was 2 words that the news kept saying, hunkering down. You know, so I'm like, okay, I'm a hunker down too. You know, but I will say though that I was glad that I filled my tank up on the way home a couple of days before, because my job let us out early. And I went and filled my tank up, and the day after the hurricane hit, there was no gas here in Jacksonville. And people were like wandering around like zombies, like, how can we get
there
around?
Was no gas in Florida.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I had a full tank topped off, you know, so
Yeah,
You know?
I totally agree. You know, a sensible person would just avoid all that craziness, stay out of it. Yeah, avoid that kind of stuff. Every day is you know, is not as bad as those days when you have people. I think it's almost like there's this weird thing that happens with people, and they just get caught up in the moment and they go extra crazy. I see people saying that's a lot of days that people use almost like a purge. They want to go out there and rob people and do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Growing up in New York, a Halloween was like that. Like I never understood why in other states when it was Halloween, people were happy. Because in New York City on Halloween, you go outside, you're getting knocked out, robbed.
Really?
You know? Yeah, something. Oh yeah, something terrible is going to happen to you.
Well, I mean,
it's Halloween. People are walking around with masks on.
In suburbia, you know, it's fun in suburbia.
Yeah, well, enjoy it in La La Land. So there you go. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. What other news things did you guys want to talk about? We'll switch over to some other news stuff.
Ammo Land. One of our mods tweeted this out. Ammo Land reported that the FBI is refusing appeals on NFA denials.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. So if you do like a NICS background check and you get it denied, you can appeal it. That's the normal process. But it looks like the FBI has not done any appeals since 2015. So. I don't know if somebody is going to take them to court over that, but I imagine that's an easy win if you decide to.
Yeah. And now why are they doing that? Are they just understaffed? What's going on?
Who knows? I don't think they gave a reason other than it's not being done.
They don't want you. They don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're just making policy.
That's exactly. It's not their, it's not their job.
Yeah, they just like to create their own policies.
I did see that a guy running for some position in Maryland is saying that he's going to push through more assault weapons legislation next thing to help combat the shotgun attackers that are going out and killing people.
Idiot.
Because the guy used a pump shotgun, and that's, you know, can't have those in your hands either.
Yeah. Okay. Maryland will be the purge every day.
Seriously.
I'm just going to tell you that Maryland will be the purge every day. These guys are setting themselves up. Make it easier for people in the state of Maryland to defend themselves. That's what you need to do.
Do you think this guy would have cared if the shotgun was illegal? Because I don't.
No,
I don't think he would have given one shit.
But there's stuff coming out about this guy. So this guy was the reason why he had a beef with the newspaper is because this guy was stalking a woman. And then this came into the news and everything. Then he sued the newspaper for defamation, and he lost all of that stuff. So he hated the newspaper. He stalked this woman so badly that she like moved out of the state and went somewhere to hide. And even now she's not showing her face or anything. Why the hell are we living in that world? Someone should have given that woman a gun, you know, lock this guy up, let people in Maryland defend themselves, and don't let this kind of crap happen with someone who you know is messed up.
Yeah, no, he had no business. One, owning a shotgun. But why did they not investigate him beforehand? Did he not have...
Of course they did. Of course they did. But even the paper, from what I heard, dropped charges because they were afraid of just getting on this guy's bad side.
Are you kidding me?
You know, we're dealing with insanity here. Like people think, oh, this is how we deal with this. We just make ourselves even more of a gun-free zone, and that's going to stop these kinds of people. No, it's not. It's not. Give people the ability to defend themselves. If that woman had the ability to defend himself, I guess he went to like high school with her or something. And then years later, he was like, hey, remember me from high school? She's like, I don't know you. And then, you know, that just got worse. Give her the ability to defend herself. And this guy comes after her. She doesn't have, even now he's in jail and she's living in fear.
How about anybody that was there working, having a concealed weapon? That would have done something.
That's what I'm saying to you. But right now, what we have is this woman who this guy killed 5 people. He's in jail and she's still living in fear.
Oh, yeah. And she will for the rest of her life.
Yeah. Instead of getting out there and saying, come on, America, let us defend ourselves against these kinds of people. Make it easier for us to defend ourselves. That would have saved her. OK, and it would have saved those people who died because someone would have had the ability to take care of this crazy nutcase. Yeah. But, you know, this kind of crap keeps.
If somebody would have shot back, he would have bitched out real fast.
Yeah, but
he wasn't looking to die. He gave himself up. He wasn't looking to die. He would have bitched out real quick.
Yeah, this kind of crap keeps happening in America, and people's solution is, oh, you know, we need to get rid of all the guns and the shotguns and the knives. You know, it's totally, it's total insanity. Total insanity.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It just doesn't.
Moobut says hashtag against. Moobut does not like the way I say against.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what is wrong with the way I say against. I
just got a notification from Reginald over at the Demcat channel, and he just posted a video saying that a Navy veteran, CCW Good Samaritan, shot by Portland police officers.
I saw the article. I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, I think this guy was trying to break up a fight and his gun fell out and then they shot him.
That sucks.
Wow.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, pull that up and we'll take a look at it here. Let me see. I'm going to try to flip through and see if there's any other news. Tesla's in the news. I've been talking about Tesla a lot. I guess Tesla finally made like 7,000 cars. You know, so they're trying to get that news break that they're ramping up the production of cars. We'll see what's up with that. Some other things going on here.
Portland State shoot concealed carrier who dropped his gun during a street fight. What? Man dies in shooting involving PSU. Portland State University police officer shot and killed a man early Friday morning during a so this was last Friday during a dispute near campus. In a video of the shooting, Jason Eric Washington appears to have been attempting to moderate the situation, keeping the shit from breaking into a brawl. Washington has since been Jesus, can they typo more? Washington has since been identified as a concealed carry license holder, apparently dropped his carry gun during the melee and was shot by the PSU officers when trying to pick it up. Damn. Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense. I hate to say that, but if officers are coming onto a violent situation like that and you're reaching for a gun on the ground, I hate to say that they were justified, but they might have been.
Yeah, they don't know necessarily what's going on. They don't know that you have
the aggressor or not.
Yeah.
Video shows what appears to be a black object attached to Washington's right side as he's seen pulling one man off another. It's just kind of a shame that he was like the good Samaritan in the situation and got himself killed. That's why retention holsters are important. Everybody remember that. Say it with me. Retention holsters are very important. Have good retention on your holster. You need a holster that you can turn upside down. Let's see. Does this one do it?
Not an Uncle Mike's.
Can't drop it out.
It is important what you're carrying needs to be And by the way, before you do that, make sure you safety check.
Oh, I don't safety check shit.
Because I'm not saying you. I'm just, because like some people might have stuff that doesn't like it when it falls on the ground.
Oh, if you have a SIG, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Before you do that with your P320.
Carrying a SIG, don't do this with your SIG. Bad things might happen when it hits the ground.
Yeah. Not gonna be good. Not gonna be good. Some gun news. I see Trijicon. This is in the Firearm blog. Trijicon Inc. acquires Ameriglow. There you go.
Wait, that's a bad thing. That's a really bad thing.
Yeah. So now there's no options on sites.
Yeah, because Ameriglow sites are like half the price of Trijicon sites.
Yeah. Well, they just got acquired. So what does it say? Trijicon, best known for the ACOG and their range of firearms optics, has moved to acquire Ameriglow, the Georgia-based manufacturer of high-visibility pistol sights. Ameriglow will remain a standalone brand within Trijicon, within the company, continuing to manufacture their range of sights of pistols made. It says made by Glock, Beretta, FN, SIG, Sauer, Smith & Wesson. Yeah.
They have typoed so many things recently. My God.
Yeah.
They really need an editor to go in and look at what's being posted, because this one here that I just read was full of typos.
Yeah, it's not the truth about whatever the hell you guys call writing sentences properly. You and Lola that are freaking sentence Nazis.
They have been
what is it? It's not the truth about grammar. Damn it.
Hey guys, I got a question for you. I got a buddy of mine in California, and he's doomed.
He's doomed.
Well, no. Let me finish. he and I, he's going to be one of my group that is going on this cruise in a couple of weeks, and we're having a superhero costume night, and he's going to be Nick Cage.
Oh, I was just about to say you should be Nick Cage.
Well, he wants
That's cliche. That's cliche. Okay.
He purchased a hoodie and he mailed it to me by Amazon, and he said, "Hey Rod, I want you to shoot it up." You know, I'm like, shoot what up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants these realistic bullet holes.
Yeah, he wants some bullet holes in his
with powder burns and stuff like that, I guess.
Yeah. So
Nick Cage is bulletproof.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Nick Cage, he's like super strong and bulletproof. So anytime he gets shot, he just has holes in his shirt.
Is that Marvel or DC? I don't like that show.
It's Marvel, and Marvel's way better than DC.
It's bullshit. The show
DC is super bullshit.
All those Netflix shows are horrible. I think that people who are not black people like it better than black people. I know that's going to cause I know that's going to cause some problems, but when I see it, I'm like, what the hell? There
you go. Yeah, Rod, you could go as Nick. Not Nick. Is it Nick? No. What's the guy from
Spawn?
With the eye patch. Oh God, what's his name?
Nick
Fury. Nick Fury.
Fury, yeah.
You should go as Nick Fury. Get yourself an eye patch.
Why? So why do you have to go? Why do you have to go as like the black superhero? Why can't you just go as whatever superhero you want? I mean, go as Doctor Strange.
Hank, I couldn't picture you being Clark Kent or anything, you know.
Why not? I could be.
First of all, you're black. And second of all, you got a mohawk.
I'm not going by that. I don't give a shit about what people's racial rules are. If I like the freaking character, I'm not going to go to something like that and then just be a black character. First, you're going to run out of freaking characters. How many black people are going on this cruise?
Black Marvel characters.
You know, I mean, come on. That's so silly, man. I hate that kind of stuff. I really do.
You could be Black Panther, Cage. You could do
fuck that. I don't want to be Black Panther.
You don't want to be Blade. Hank, here for you. Storm. No. Holly Berry and Storm.
Okay, that I might do.
Gender bend. That's what you need to do.
Hank, if you dress up Hank as Clark Kent, man, I would think you would dress up as like Tyler Perry.
Think outside. I have never even seen a Tyler Perry movie in my life. Do you know that? I have never
really
never actually and I'm a movie fan. I've never watched a Tyler Perry movie.
You know, I kind of pick and choose my Tyler Perry movies because a lot of times they can be demeaning to black men. So it's always the black dude did something bad to the woman. So I kind of stay away from that. But you know, like Madea, like if I want to go look at something funny, I'll go look at Madea. You know,
Music Lovers in Big Mama's house.
Yeah. Who? Big Mama's house?
Well, no, that was
not Tyler Perry?
Yeah, that's Martin Lawrence.
Oh, yeah, that's Martin Lawrence.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen that. You know, I like my black peoples. I think black women are incredibly beautiful. You know, you can give me two twins, but one of them somehow in some crazy twist of fate, this one is lighter or whatever, and this one's darker. Hey, you know, I love all that kind of stuff. But that some things, like you just said, man, first of all, I think I don't go to the movies to see shit that I live every day. I go to escape that. So I don't like movies that remind me of the world that I came before I got in the movie theater. I was in that freaking world, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of things that I think that are demeaning because we're not all, you know, this is not all how Stella got her groove back, you know, bullshit. Like all of that kind of stuff. I can't stand it.
Hey, would you dress up as Blank Man?
Blank Man?
No,
yeah, Blank Man.
No.
You wouldn't dress up as Blank Man?
No.
No?
No.
Never seen this.
No. Oh. I'll tell you what, man. Go to this thing. Go to this cruise. Go as Hank Strange, damn it. You want to go? I'm my own damn superhero, okay?
You want to be a superhero, especially a black superhero? Pootie Tang. That's where it's at.
Oh, Pootie Tang.
Okay, I'll tell you a black superhero that I like because I was watching this movie recently, and I think this is a good movie. I like it. It was really funny. Undercover Brother. I like that movie. You have to see that movie. Oh, yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah. Undercover Brother. Yeah, that is funny.
That's a funny movie. But you know, the thing is, like, why do you have to go as like Gorillas and Guns says he's Batman?
Anything with Dave Chappelle in it is always hilarious.
Oh yeah, yeah. Dave Chappelle's funny in there.
Hey, I can see you as Prince.
I'm way too big. I'm way too big to be Prince. When I was younger, I looked like Michael Jackson wanted to look, but that's a long time ago.
The way he wanted to look.
Yes. Michael Jackson was trying. Michael, like the way that I looked when I was a kid in the 80s is the bridge of between Michael. There's Michael Jackson. Then there's the way that he looked in the 80s, in the mid to late 80s, and then there's like white Michael Jackson. So in the mid to late 80s, that transition, that bridge, Michael Jackson was pretty much, was a good-looking skinny guy when I was younger and all that kind of stuff. So
that's right. Hey, I think that's have a curl. You had a curl, didn't you?
I did.
A Jerry curl.
I don't know how many times I have to tell you this, Rod Mills. This is my hair, damn it. I don't know. It looked like you had a Jerry curl in the picture. I've explained this to you. I've explained this to you ad infinitum 20,000 times. I told you that I am a mixed person. My mother is Indian.
It's the Indian hair.
I'm from Guyana. Have you never met a Guyanese chick that's like half Indian and half black or whatever?
Not one that looked like they had a Jerry curl.
It's not. That's actually my hair, my friend. It's a complete mix.
Wait. Hey. Okay, let's be honest now. You did put some curl activator in there, though, right?
No.
I mean, not now, not right now. I mean, back.
I never did.
Long trench coat, man. That looked like you had a Michael Jackson. Ready for the world Jerry curl.
I'm just trying to tell you that's how I look. I don't know why you can't, like, there's some part of your brain that can't deal with this. I have never ever in my life done anything like that.
So you never went to a hairdresser?
No, I've never. Listen, up until I was like, I don't know, 14, 15 years old, my mother just cut my hair. I've never done anything with my hair other than cut it, man. Sometimes if you look, sometimes I do videos when I go to my barber and I'm like, hey, Rod Mills thinks that I put some shit in my hair. What's up? And he goes, no, the shit is real. If you can't take it from my barber, I don't know what the hell to tell you.
Hank's living a secret life. He doesn't want to tell everybody about his hair.
Man, they ain't no but beers and juice.
I can show you the what is that thing? The curtains match the drapes or whatever the hell. If you want to see.
No.
Yeah. God. I mean, but also like Babyface and I don't know if you did, Rod Mills, or not, but Patrick, you've seen my sons, right? Yeah. I mean, it's the same damn thing.
Oh man, which one of your kids was in there getting his haircut that time? He was getting it blown out.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So there you go.
Man, I remember one time, man, my mom, remember back in the day, now Patrick, you may not remember this, but remember back in the day, they used to have the generic products and stuff, and I wanted a Carefree curl. And so my mom's like, boy, I get you this generic Carefree curl.
What makes you think that Patrick, who was born probably in the 80s,
I don't even know what Carefree
knows yeah, he doesn't know what you're talking about. He doesn't know about Jerry curl. He never even saw Coming to America. Did you?
Okay, Babyface.
I've seen it. I've seen Coming to America. It's been a while, but I've seen it.
Okay, so do you remember when there were these people that had like really wet curls when they were sitting on the and when they got up, the thing was all stained?
Yes, yeah.
That's what he's talking about.
That's a Jerry curl.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Hey, what was that movie when they were talking about Jerry curl? What was it? Hollywood?
Hollywood Shuffle?
Damn. Hollywood Shuffle, yeah. They had and the dude and his curl drew up and he turned into a zombie and his curl got real nappy and dry. Remember that?
Yeah. So this is why Rod Mills does not believe. We have this conversation all the time. Rod Mills doesn't believe. He thinks I'm somehow like faking the funk or whatever. And the other day, you weren't on. I was telling people the other day that this is why for most of my life, I cut my hair. Like I just went with a baldy or cut my hair really. If I cut my hair short, people still don't know what to think about it. But
hey, next time I come down to your house, I'm going to go into your bathroom. And if I see a curl activator bottle, you're in trouble.
I could bet you $1 million. I don't know if you could put up $1 million, but I could bet you $1 million that will never happen.
Bro, I'll stage it there where Hank doesn't see it, so when you show up, it's right there.
And I'm gonna do a live video.
That's right.
Hank has Carefree Curl products.
Yeah. You'll never see it. This is natural juices and berries, my natural juices and berries. Yeah.
Hey, did the women love your hair?
Well, that's when I came to this country, I used to get my ass kicked because of that.
What?
Really?
Over hair?
Yeah, because in school, like in the 80s, Babyface, in the 80s, this Jerry curl thing was a huge deal. Black people in America were trying to be something else.
Everybody wanted Jerry curl.
Yes. And so
I wanted one.
So when I would sit down in class, if they were like, girls would sit behind me and just play with my hair all day.
Oh, you got the guys jealous, huh?
Yeah, and so their boyfriends would just kick my ass every single day. I went to the principal's office every single day because you know me, Patrick. If people mess with me, even if they can kick my ass, I fight back.
Yeah, of course.
So that was me in the principal's office every single day because of that. So there you go. It was not fun. That's why I would just like shave off all my hair, cut my hair down really, really low. I mean, I have pictures. There's pictures somewhere like with me with a fake Michael Jackson jacket, like one of those, the Michael Jackson jacket
like
from
the red one, not the red one.
Yeah, the red one.
I had the black one with all the zips all over it.
God, I can't even imagine what.
Hey, did you have the parachute pants to go with it?
No, parachute pants came out in the 90s with MC Hammer.
No. Parachute pants, the tight parachute pants, they came out in the 80s with Michael Jackson.
No, parachute pants were not tight.
No. Yes, they were.
No. In the 80s with Michael Jackson, it was tight skinny jeans like the kids are wearing right now.
I know I had a pair of Guess jeans, but
yeah. So what are you talking about? That's parachute pants with MC Hammer.
No, I understand what you're talking about the big balloon type. Not the parachute pants were the ones that had zippers on them. Matter of fact, hell, they got movies with guys with those parachute pants on.
No, well, I didn't. I had Stonewash. That's from the 80s.
What did you have before then? Because Stonewash came out. I can tell you when Stonewash that came out in '85.
I came to America in 1983. Okay, before that I lived in Nigeria, and before that I lived in England.
In the bush. Okay,
so yeah, so not in the bush.
Let me have some there.
Nigeria, where I lived in Nigeria. Okay, Nigeria has oil money. To this day, Nigeria supplies America 25% of its oil. Look it up. In the 80s, when I lived in Nigeria, their currency is called the naira. One naira. When I came to America, I would come to America every year on vacation and go shopping and stuff like that. 1 naira was equal to $2. So yeah, I never like kids like Rod Mills. When I came to live here and I went to school, they asked me, "Oh, did you live in mud huts? Did you swing from vines?" All the ignorant ass, yeah, all the ignorant ass people.
I'm sorry, that's really funny, but it's horrible.
Nigeria was like Saudi Arabia, like what you see in Saudi Arabia. It was oil money. I lived in the northern part of Nigeria. The Muslims control the oil. I lived in the northern part of Nigeria, and people were balling there. There was massive malls and all that kind of stuff. Like you see in America today, they had it today. Now, of course, they've got inflation today. So now, like $1 is equal to about 300 or 400 naira.
So, on that same line, did you see the inflation in Venezuela right now?
Yeah, it's insane.
$1 million. One Venezuelan dollar 10 years ago was worth like $2.56 US. It's now literally 1 to 1 million.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. It has no value. The money has no
zero value.
Well, how the hell you walk around with money? I mean, you got to carry a truck.
They starve to death. That's what they're doing.
The people. I saw someone talking about this in Venezuela. You're limited by the banks. You can only take out 10,000 whatever their currency is a day, and that's pennies. That's pennies. So they're screwed. Venezuela is going to explode sometime soon.
Oh God, I would.
Yeah. It's literally going to explode. We're going to see stuff on the news that like we talk about a zombie apocalypse and all that. We're going to see that place just explode. There's no way human beings cannot live like that.
Isn't that where Hugo or somebody?
Chavez?
Yeah,
No, you had
Chavez?
no, you had oh my god, I can't
who's
believe
their leader?
you had this
Chavez.
guy.
Hugo.
Some fat dude.
Hugo,
That had
okay,
cancer.
yeah.
Yeah, the fat guy that had
he was
cancer.
he was just nationalizing everything. So I mean,
Then he died,
in
and
serious
somebody else
trouble.
took over, right?
He died?
Yeah.
I think so. Born died 2013. So yeah, somebody else is taking
Yeah.
over for him.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Venezuela is going to be.
Don't feel bad. It's not a bad thing. He was
he's a horrible dude. But
he was terrible.
Oh, okay.
Nicolas Maduro is who's currently in charge.
Yeah, that place is going to explode.
And he's shitting all over it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's worse than the $1 trillion Zimbabwe note. I'm just telling you what's happening in Venezuela.
Zimbabwe's just as bad, isn't it?
Zimbabwe was the king of all this bullshit. But I think Venezuela, man, like look up what the exchange rate is in Venezuela right now.
Venezuela right now, $1 is 100,000 bolivars. So 1 bolivar is 1/100,000th.
And then the time frame of all that happening was
within like 3 years or something. It's crazy.
Yeah, the worst of it's happened within the last like 6 months.
Yeah, it's insane that it's just ballooned. And there's obviously that doesn't solve anything. How is that going to help your people by just going, we'll just make it worth more?
Yeah, Scamp 900 said that's going to happen to Mexico. I don't think it'll ever happen. Mexico, places like Mexico are protected because they're next to America, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm not saying that Mexico's, going to be an awesome place or, and in some places it's not. I've been to like Cancun or whatever, I've been out there.
Places are great.
Yeah. I've been there on that like little island that they try to protect from the craziness. But Mexico in the end, because it shares such a massive border with America, will never be like that. It will never be like that. So just like Canada, man, Canada is never going down the drain.
Let's go for the last 10 days.
You benefit from living above and below. So there you go. All right. So you know what? Listen, I want to talk about something. I've got you two here. I was hoping I was going to get Walter because Walter manufactures stuff. So there's this thing called the Power Arm, right? And if anyone wants to know about this, I did include.
It's a Chinese sex toy.
The Power Arm?
The Power Arm.
Making you strong like a bull. The Power Arm, actually, it is something, it's a firefighting tool that takes something from our tactical world that I actually met here today with the guy that invented this. He has a patent on it and everything, Joe from Power Arm Industries. And this is like an independent guy. He's trying to get this out there and help develop this and get it out to help firefighters. And basically what it is, if you look in the description, there's a link. Let me see. Let me go in here right now and share this link with people. But if you guys want to see what I'm talking about, there's a video and a link. You guys can go in and open it up. And I will share that here in our chat with you guys in a second. Let me see. I'll throw that up right here in the chat so you guys can open that as well. And then I'll put it here in the chat so everyone can see it. So he was here today. I promised him that I would show this to you all, see what you think about it. But basically, this is a tool that goes on a firefighting hose, right? So, and Patrick, I think your dad's a firefighter, right?
Retired captain.
Yeah. So,
little people can't handle 1.5 or especially 2-inch hose. Can't. Small frame people have a hard time with hose that big. And that's not a sex joke.
Okay. So so this is true. This high pressure hoses, very difficult to handle. So this guy, Joe, was thinking from a Power Arm, was thinking of a way like, how can I help control these things? And he took something from our world. And this is basically what he came up with.
It's clever. It's super clever.
Yeah. So this goes on the bottom of the hose nozzle, which these are universal things. And then you could shoulder this and you'll be able to control that hose nozzle. That's what, if anyone looks at the video, that's what you'll see. I think I've got some paperwork here that he brought over to that I could probably like pull up a picture. Here we go. So
you got to be careful with those tactical assault fire hoses. They're going to be banned.
Yeah.
It might be outlawed in October.
Yeah. So here, I'm going to lock this on me here for a second. So here you can see. So here's the hose. Here's how the Power Arm goes on the hose. This is how this is a firefighter here being able to control that.
Because otherwise you just have the hose tucked under your arm and you're holding the pistol grip. And it's not easy. You got, I don't know how many thousands of PSIs coming out of there.
Yeah. So I thought, you know, he approached me. He reached out to me, like he used my phone number that I give out. He actually found it. He called me up one day, and he was like shocked that I answered, and we had a little conversation. Yeah, we had a little conversation.
A lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. So we had this conversation. He came out here. He left one here for me to take a look at it. I think that I think it's a good idea. It's something that will help firefighters, not just in urban areas. I think the guys fighting forest fires and, you know, out on oil rigs and all that kind of stuff. I think it has a lot of cool things. The problem here, he's got all the patents and everything. Problem here, you got to manufacture this thing, which is, you know, Walter's not here. I was hoping Walter would be here. He says it looks to him like it wouldn't be super difficult.
It's tubing.
Yeah.
So it's stock, a round stock that's bent, a flat tube, or flat bar in the back, which is welded. And then it looks like the front piece just has to be machined.
Yeah, that just looks like you can do that with CNC machining. This is rubber back here.
Yeah, you know, that wouldn't be that difficult.
I don't think it would be too difficult. So I wanted to know, like, what everyone in the audience, what you guys think about it. You know, go ahead, tell me what you think.
Personally, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I love it.
The more you see like small framed women and small framed men getting on fire departments, things like that will just make their jobs easier. Anything that makes your job easier and safer, no brainer. Spend the money on it. Yeah,
absolutely. And it seems like a pretty elegant, I don't want to say simple, but a very elegant solution. That's what we use these things to control rate of fire, right?
Exactly,
yeah, I mean, you know, and other things. So I think that it's a good idea. What do you think, Rod?
I love it, man. It's if it saves lives, man, let's go at it. Let's have it.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Now, I guess I probably would have loved to see that to where it can actually, you know, like a regular stock have like different lengths on there.
Adjustable. Yeah.
I want a Magpul CTR on that, or it's a no-go for me.
Well, maybe it's possible to expand this to where you can adapt these things to put on any stock that you want, right?
Yeah.
You can come up with a method to put on any stocks that you want. So Joe is an EMT. He's not a firefighter, but he has a relationship with firefighters. He's from the St. Lucie area. You know, he's a really good guy. He actually drove up here today with his son to meet with me and talk to me, show me this.
I think it's a cool idea. I'd like to see it take off.
Yeah, I figured I would show you guys first and talk about it here. Patrick, you know, even Rod, if you're interested in this, maybe we make a video of this sometime.
You know, somebody with a 1.5-inch fire hose.
Yeah, maybe. Let's find a fire department that will let us do this.
Y'all want to spray me or something? I'm trying to figure out how the heck do I get into this?
I don't want to bring flashbacks for your people that got closed down in the 60s.
Like, what the hell is
this? It'd only be realistic if we bring some dogs or something.
Dogs, like some German shepherds, you know.
Yeah,
but
I think it would be interesting sometime though if we maybe find a fire department that will let us test it. Maybe, you know, like you're saying, Patrick, get a small frame person in there with a regular thing and show how that works. You know, and then try this out and see how it is. So yeah. At the same time, you know, I invite everyone to go check out that video. And if there is someone, who knows, man, this is like the internet world that we live in. Maybe there's someone out there that knows a manufacturer or someone that
he already owns a patent on it, right?
Yeah, he's got the patent, all that kind of stuff.
You go in like Shark Tank or something. Those people would snatch that up so fast.
That's a good idea. I think that's
like,
a good
seriously,
idea.
If he got onto something like Shark Tank, I swear they'd be like simple, elegant, easy, done. Here's money.
Yeah. Now remember, like the way that this works, I'm assuming, I'm not a firefighter. I know there's people that know better than this, but this is not a thing that we could go, oh, let's buy this. You could probably buy it if you want to, but
no,
fire departments have to buy it.
They have to
process there, right?
As far as I know, there's a lot of process that you have to go. It's like any government where you have to pitch it and they have to go through the whole process of testing and decide if they want to have something like that. But from a usability standpoint, it seems like a good idea.
Yeah. Mike Bryant says he knows a manufacturer. So seriously, no kidding, guys. I mean, look, one of the reasons why I'm doing this is try to help people out. This guy reached out to me. It's kind of out of our wheelhouse, except that, look, it looks like an AK stock or something.
It really does. It looks like one of the AK folding stocks on. No, it looks like a Galil stock. That's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah. So it kind of comes out of our world, but you know, it's a firefighting thing that could be very useful in saving lives. I think all over the country, probably all over the world, right? There's firefighters all over the world that may need to use this thing, but you've got a young guy that's put a lot of his like time, energy, money, etc. into securing patents and things like that, and he's looking right now, I think, for someone to come along and help him with the manufacturing side of it. So that's not gonna take advantage of him.
Have a name.
So it's called the Power Arm.
Oh, the Power Arm.
The Power Arm. That's what it's called.
It's saying we should call it the Bump Squirter.
So this is it. I didn't want to show you guys the box because it looks like you kind of drew something naughty on the box.
Like that's a great representation of what it is.
But really, this thing goes like this. That's why he drew it, because it kind of goes like this.
He's gonna go pitch this to fire departments and be like, "It's a power arm." Yeah. No, it's not a giant sex.
It's not a phallus object. It's not phallic. Okay, but it's called the Power Arm. So, and his company, he's calling it the Power Arm Industries. I did a link for the video. He doesn't really have a lot of things going right now. He does have that video. He's trying to, you know, reach out. I think he had someone that he was going to work with to manufacture, and then everything fell through. That company went out of business.
I hear that's common when you're trying to get something like this up and running.
Yes, it is. So I'm
just trying to in front of somebody. I guarantee, since you have if he's listening, I guarantee since you have the patent already, if you can get it out in front of an investor, somebody will help move you along the right path. Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I hope so. I hope someone will figure out something. If not, and if you guys think it's cool and all that kind of stuff, down the road we'll do another video. Len Holt says, "Has the DOJ approved this?" Can it bump fire a hose?
Yeah, Joe Carpenter says, "If you rub it, it becomes a cannon."
Bricks again, the bump squirter.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, I thought that was cool. I wanted to share that with you guys. So what other Gorin do we have here? Do you guys want to pull up?
Oh, I was playing with this last night, and it's not a hose.
Yeah, you were playing with your cannon?
This the Mini 14 that I had Walter thread for me.
Oh, cool.
I haven't shot this thing since he threaded it, and I just never. It's not one of those guns.
Let's see the muzzle device on the end.
Silencer Co.
Oh, cool. Okay, so your 30 cals going on?
Yeah.
Then?
So, oh man, let me back up and put the 30 cal on it. Oh, hold on. Give me a second.
Man, I'd like to see how that sounds.
Look, and Babyface repping the Tampa Bay Lightning. There you go. Your dad will be so proud. You know, his dad is like, Tampa Bay, right? There you go, right there. Looks good. Yeah, that looks good.
I see Hank smiling. That makes me uncomfortable when I don't have headphones.
No, I said you're repping the Tampa Bay Lightning there.
Oh yeah, it's Steven Samko signed.
Oh, cool. Wow. All right, somebody knows what that means. I have no idea who that dude is.
But yeah, there you go. You put the suppressor on it. Mini 14, not a Mini 30. But it's pretty cool. It's fun. It's funny thing is it's actually to the ear quieter than my ARs.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So you shot it already then?
Yeah, I shot it up in the mountains when right after we finished it. It's not one of those guns that goes to the range often, and it really should. It's a fun gun to shoot. Mini 14s are fun.
Hey, I got a trivia question for everybody.
Sure. As long as it's not about my hair, it's fine.
No, it isn't. It isn't. Okay. All right. Something I noticed yesterday. What is and this is for the folks in the audience, what is the make and model of the gun that is on Power's the introduction of Power? What type of gun, make and model is that?
Okay, first of all, what the hell is Power?
Yeah.
You don't know what Power is? It's the television series?
No.
With 50 Cent, your homeboy?
Oh, this is on Stars, isn't it?
Oh, I've never seen that. I think. Oh, you know what? I might have seen I might have seen a couple minutes of it or something in the barbershop. But okay, that's the 50 credits. 50 Cent.
50.
That's right, 50
Cent.
So what type of gun is on the intro?
I don't know. 1911.
You can look on in YouTube and look at the video.
Do you know?
Hold on, let me see.
Rob, do you know what it is?
Oh, hold on,
I know what it is.
Let me see.
Right there.
Look it up. Hold on.
Oh, that's a Glock, obviously.
Yeah.
That's a SIG. So the one that the guy's holding looks like a SIG. Probably a 226. That's a Glock 19 Gen 4.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Glock 19 Gen 4.
And then there's some diamonds. There's some rings. There's some chest pieces.
Okay.
There's some bullets and lipstick. Yeah. So the one he holds looks like a P226.
It's in New York City because I see the Empire State Building. I see some rims.
Right.
I'm looking at rims right now. I'm looking at some kind of ring.
Yeah, Richard.
The ring of power, the one ring to rule them all.
This is a high point.
I see somebody's putting on a suit and Rolexes, handcuffs.
Hank, you would love power. You know, it's in your hometown, and
I think that's a SIG Glock. I see a Glock right there, Gen 4.
Yeah.
Looks like there's a SIG into me. I see money. The dollar bills, diamonds, kind of holster.
You've got to look at this series. You would love it, man.
Okay.
This guy's like,
are there boobies? Are there boobies in this? I see chests, and I see chests.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then something I don't. Okay, I see lipstick in 223.
Yep, there you go. You're at the end. So
champagne glasses, and then dual wielding Glocks and dual wielding champagne and a skull.
Oh, is that what it's called? Dual wielding?
Both.
Yeah.
Akimbo.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So Hank, you got to go watch that, I guess now.
Yeah. What is it on HBO? Showtime?
Stars.
Okay. Yeah.
I wonder if the folks in the audience, they knew. Did they know?
Boss Hog says yes, Hank. There are boobies.
Okay, good. that's always a good thing. That's a good. I think isn't 50 Cent like an executive producer or something?
Yeah,
like that?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Classified information wants to know: does he have a tree 57?
A tree 57.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
Bricks, he loves that show. So BRIXX. He said he likes it. So yeah, man.
He's got to go watch it.
Yeah,
I like looking at. It's amazing now when you're in the gun culture. You can kind of you look at little things like that and like, oh wow, that's a sick.
Were either of you guys not Left 4 Dead? What's a zombie movie or zombie TV show? Walking Dead. Thank you. Did either of you guys watch Walking Dead at all?
Oh yeah, me.
I watched the first couple seasons.
Okay,
the
Python is awesome. But
yes.
Did you ever get annoyed that there was a racking sound every time they brought a Glock up to shoot? It was always like a.
But they always do that in movies and TV shows. Like someone's pointing a gun at you, and apparently it's not loaded because then they load it.
Yeah. Yeah, there was always that clicking sound, like the safety's coming off, or they're cocking the hammer back. I was like, it's a Glock that doesn't do that.
Yeah. It may have been a shotgun, racking, and
it's so silly.
I know
so silly.
My Glock, when I rack it, it sounds like metal, sort of, quite, I don't hear all this crack,
Oh yeah, there's an episode where one of the guys has an M16 with no rear sight, and he's just like shooting. There's a front sight, there's an A2 front, but it's just a flat top upper.
He's going at it Mogadishu style.
Do you ever see the guy in was it the Boston bombing cop that had his EOTech on backwards?
They had that on The Walking Dead too. A guy had his EOTech.
Did he really? Backwards. Oh my god! Yeah.
Yeah,
but this was a real cop that was like part of the Boston bombing where they were like hunting for the guy. Mm-hmm. There's a picture of him with his rifle and his EOTech is flipped around backwards.
Yeah, there was the episode, I think we talked about it in one of our episodes, where on The Walking Dead there was a gun chase and they were just in regular vehicles and they were shooting at each other with machine guns, and there was just little scratches on the car. And then one of the guys had a 50 and was shooting at like the good guy was in some kind of Jeep or something, and they were shooting at it with a 50, and you would just see little bullet holes.
That's not how that works at all.
Marley!
Marley's trying to sneak up on you.
Oh, there she is. Oh, she brought me a gun.
Hey, Marley.
Her gun. That's her gun.
This is her gun with the flashlight.
Oh, I'm blind.
I'm building. Well, no, I'm not building. A guy wants me to install a ghost seer into one of the guys I work with. Built this pretty much the same blue polymer 80, and he wants the ghost disconnector put in, but he didn't realize that to do the ghost disconnector, it's gunsmith fit, and you have to file it down to fit it. He was like, "Oh, it's not working," and I was like, "Yeah, you got to fit that. It's got to be fitted to your gun." So
okay, very cool. A Big Fish Little Boat says Walking Dead is the worst for gun enthusiasts.
So bad. Rick Grimes holds his python like this, just kind of like up and.
Yeah. Patrick, did you ever see I think it was last season, The Walking Dead, when they attached what's that kind of flimsy metal, sheet metal to the cars? I'm still trying to figure out
armor plating.
Yeah, like
what were they trying to block? I mean,
that stuff is like
I can shoot a BB gun through there. That stuff is flimsy. I'm like, what was the purpose of that? I still don't understand that. And how's it that Negan never ever gets shot? They have all these dozens of folks with automatic AR-15s, and nobody gets shot.
It's called picture like a picture. Picture like a picture.
So can I interrupt real quick and throw something out there?
Sure.
Who is this from? There's a deal going on right now, and I thought it was a typo when I read it because the price seemed too high. Century Catamount Fury, which is a Saiga knockoff shotgun by Century Arms. It's $519, which is for that shotgun is expensive. It's like twice the price of what it should be. It includes 110 magazines, not 110 round, 55 10-round mags and 55 5-round mags. 110 magazines come with it for $590.
This is from Century Arms.
It's a Century Arms gun. Wow. I saw it earlier on gun deals and was like, "What? Why is it so expensive?" And I didn't even look into it.
There's going to be a lot of good deals. You're going to see a lot of good deals. I'm telling people right now, there's going to be lots of good deals in the gun world coming out, coming at you from the gun world. So that sounds like a good one, man.
110 magazines. They must have boatloads of those mags.
Yeah. Because guess what, man? Everyone was preparing for Hillary for president. Everyone was preparing.
That's probably what it is. That's probably exactly what it is.
The next time you guys see Hillary in public, pick her up off the floor and thank her. Give her a little peck on the cheek.
You might catch something like that.
Because she's the person that you should be thanking for all the cheap prices, except if she would have won, it would not be cheap.
It's $610 shipped for this, plus 110 magazines that would come in like boxes.
Did you put that up already?
I stuck it in chat. Yeah, it's in there.
In our chat or there?
I put it in main chat, but I'll put it in ours too.
Oh, okay. That's cool. People have it.
I call it a cheap Saiga knockoff. Maybe it's a good deal. I don't know. Has anybody ever shot one of those?
I mean, if you don't have this and you don't have the magazines, sure, it's a good deal.
Yeah, if you need a mag-fed semi-auto shotgun, I'd say it's probably a pretty good deal.
And these I think would be cool modified. I'm not sure how much when you went over there to Walther's, did you modify anything?
I worked on mine, but yeah, there's some Saigas that did not come back with me. I know.
Shame on you.
We took the barrels off
and it says not a typo.
I know. I love that. So not a typo. 110 magazines.
Wow.
Somebody needs to buy this.
They're 12 gauge, so they just maybe bought a lot of 12 gauge magazines, but that's cool. That's a good deal.
Comes with one Fury shotgun, 55 5 rounds, and 55 10 rounds.
Yeah, look, I'll tell you something with this deal. You buy this, you can hold on to the gun.
Sell the mags off.
But don't sell them now.
Hold on to them. Sell them off in a couple years.
Yeah. Wait until that pendulum swings back the other way, and you know, Hillary gets revived and comes back to be president or whatever. Hopefully,
so what do you think about this new girl that you dipped that into Congress or something and is like super lefty socialist?
Yeah, I saw
Spanish
that.
Girl, I think. Did you see her?
Socialist. She's from New York,
she's
right?
Socialist. She wants free things for everybody.
Yeah.
When don't they?
Good luck with that.
It's got good reviews. That shotgun, not her. The shotgun.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, so it's a $300 shotgun with $300 worth of magazines. Oh my god, man! If I had the money, I'd buy one, just because.
Yeah, I'm not against it. I'm not knocking it. So check this out. This is what I'm messing around with.
What is that?
Who recognizes this? Yes, this is a zip gun. It's a bullpup.
Those went out. That company went out of business, didn't they?
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah,
because that gun was overpriced and.
So this one has never been fired.
What?
Never been fired. I haven't even fired it since I've gotten
yours?
it. Yes, it's mine. And this is how you. That's how you charge it right there.
I thought it was a bullpup for a little person.
It's a 20. It's a
midget.
Yeah, it's a 22.
And it takes 1022 mags, doesn't it?
Yep, takes 1022 mags. There's one.
Look at cute little box magazine, little rotary magazine.
There you go. That goes in. There you go.
Neat.
Nice
and
little bullpup.
It can be mounted like a oh god, what's the shotguns?
On a Picatinny.
The key mount.
Yeah.
It's
got a Picatinny there.
Master key mount, like a shotgun.
Yeah. Yes.
What is that Picatinny on there for?
In case you mount it to something and then you want to put another thing.
Put a rail on the bottom, I guess.
Yeah, you want to put a little light on there. So there you go. That's my Gorn of the day. Rod likes that. That's giving Rod a nice.
I'm trying to get the validity to this gun until I saw that damn Picatinny on. I'm like,
so these had like a really bad. These had a really bad reputation when they came out. And what I always tell people is, so for example, when guns come out and everyone hates them, and you see, they're getting like bad reviews and all that kind of stuff, and you see that company is going to go out of business because this company is out of business. Someone bought all their intellectual property rights, but here's what happens: these are future collectibles. This will be worth a lot of money. Are the prices on
them going up a little bit?
I don't know yet. I think this one, the person who sold this was selling it for like maybe $75 or something. But it's going to happen in the future. This is a bullpup. It's a 22. It's a gun that is not made anymore. Even though someone has the rights to it, they'll probably go in and re-engineer it. And it's always cool to have the original.
Classified information, you can totally master key that onto an AR-15. I've seen it done.
Yeah. 2 questions, Hank.
Go ahead.
Wait, hold it back up again.
Sure.
What is the reason for that little hole at the bottom there?
What little hole right here?
Yeah.
Another place to grip.
Okay.
You can.
Is that how you grip it?
You can have another grip point. Yeah, you want to be careful with this gun because here's the muzzle right there. So you do not want to get your hand. Yeah, and that happened to people. That's one of the reasons why these don't exist anymore. And then the crazy thing about the design with this is the charging handle's right here. You see that?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, you can shoot yourself with a finger.
Yeah, so that's why people wind up. So this is where you're supposed to put your finger, not here, or this is your universal safety. Keep that. Do not put, press that or whatever. But it's really easy to not do the right thing there. And
hey, you gotta take that to the hacienda, man. I gotta see this thing shoot.
Yeah. So
what is it called again?
It's called the Zip. Here it goes. Here, I'll show you the box. Hold on one sec.
Oh, it came in a box?
Oh, I got the box. I got everything. This is the full collector's thing. So it's the USFA Zip 22. There you go. The Zip 22.
I'm sure it doesn't have any recoil.
And, always look out for guns like this. I'm telling you guys, guns like this become very collectible. I mean, I'm not saying I won't shoot it. I don't have a problem shooting it because I believe in shooting guns. But I don't, I'm not really like in a rush or anything like that to shoot it. It's all about the fact of the collectability. And I'm a bullpup fan anyway, so I like getting, those weird bullpup guns.
Oh, real quick, did you talk last week about canceling Watch Gang?
Yes.
Because I heard you were saying it was a pain in the butt.
Yes, it is.
You finally got canceled.
Well, yeah, I'm recording the process of canceling it. I have not got confirmed on that cancellation. So like one watch came. I don't know if Rod is into watches, but this is the watch that came, by the way.
Oh, let me see.
So
that's
it's
nice.
out of order.
I can't afford watches any good.
Out of order. So there you go. It's automatic.
I'll take that out of your order.
Yeah,
if you want.
You're not the only one. People have been getting in touch with me to buy this, and this is a limited edition. This is 1 of 200. This is number 62.
Oh my god! What color is it?
It's bronze.
Oh my, Hank, seriously,
I'm bronze plated.
No, I'm buying it from you.
Mark is in front of you on the list.
Are you kidding me? I'm the one that wants the other one. No, I'm buying
Mark Wagner.
Huh?
Mark Wagner?
No, this is Mark Shotgun Mark.
Oh.
Yeah, my friend, my friend.
You can't do this to me. I want that now. What's it called?
It's a very nice watch. It's out of order. It's from Out of Order. That's the name of the company, Out of Order, and it's a collaboration. It's the Out of Order Iron Bridge, something like that, and it says, what is it? Damaged in Italy. So it's a Japanese movement in there. It is automatic Japanese movement. It has the date, and it has that like you could see that like Cyclops-like thing that you would find in a Rolex.
Oh,
for the date.
Pretty. They make some pretty watches.
And it's got a unidirectional bezel. It comes with 2 straps. This is the NATO strap that it has on here.
It's the Scorpion. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it has some decent lume on it, and
these are pretty cool. Because they have. What color is your bezel?
The bezel itself is red on this one.
Yeah, they have some really neat looking ones. They have a green, a yellow. Oh man!
So these are all sold out, and these are like a limited run. So this one says 062 out of 200. So
it's gonna disappear when you're not looking.
I would believe that. But I know Mark saw the video that I put up of it, and so I'll let you guys battle it out. The highest bidder.
Hey, Mark can afford the he can afford the whatchamacallit that I want. I can't.
Yeah.
Tell him to go get the Tudor. Go get the bronze Tudor, and I'll take that one. Yeah.
So today I actually with Watch Gang, I actually you can fill out a form telling them to cancel it, and I'm waiting for cancel. If I don't get that, then I'm gonna call them. I've tried to call them in the past. They don't answer the phone. All kinds of craziness going on with that. So I'm recording all of that so I can share it with people. If it's not that big of a deal, I probably won't make a video out of it. But if it is, I'll do it just so people know. That's one of the things with some of these subscription things. If it's difficult to cancel, that's never a good thing. So, but I'm gonna get other watches because I just like watches that much. So, and go ahead.
I was just gonna say I never felt like it was really that worth it.
There's some good things. Like this was a good one that comes out of it. The longer you're in it, the better it gets.
The aquamarine one is for sale on eBay for $200.
Okay, there you go. And that's a limited run one?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
The aquamarine one is cool looking. I'll have to show Marley that. She'll want it. And it's a bronze case and everything?
No, it's got a wood case like a gun, like those old school gun wood boxes that guns would come in.
No. The case.
Oh, this is bronze. Yeah, it's bronze plating.
Okay, so it's not actually solid like the
no,
the Tudor.
No, it's bronze plated, and it's a Japanese movement.
Nice. Okay, so it's a Miyota.
Yeah,
that's. I think you got your money's worth that time.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Finally.
Yeah, we should have made that video. And I know we've got a few minutes left. We're going to talk about some other things here before I wrap up. So Wednesday of this week, there is no show because it's 4th of July. Just so that everybody knows. And then the other thing I was going to tell you guys is coming up, I think on Monday, the 16th of July, that's the first day of the road rally with Barnauls going across country.
It's coming up soon.
Yeah, that's coming up soon. And I've got more details, which for the rest of this week, I'll be talking about some of it. Let me see. I'm trying to pull this up here so I can tell you guys. You guys need to go to Barnauls. I'm going to post this as well. But basically, July 16th, it's starting in Leesburg, Florida. And then July 17th, we'll be in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So in Leesburg, we're going to be at the Aries Range. And we're going to be doing some cool stuff if you guys want to come out. And then the next day, we're going to be in Fayetteville, North Carolina at Bright Light Brewing Company. And then on the 18th, we'll be in Talladega. We'll be at the Talladega Super Speedway.
Oh, yeah.
The 20th, we'll be in Austin, Texas. We'll be at the range at Austin. And on the 22nd, we'll be in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and we'll be at Red Leg Brewing Company. The 23rd, we'll be in Logan, Utah at Novak Jeep Conversions. The 24th, we'll be in Las Vegas at Speed Vegas. And on the 25th, we'll be in LA at the Independent Studio Services, which I think is like a prop house kind of a thing. So, and for whoever wants to, who has the time that you can take off, you can actually meet us in Leesburg, Florida, and travel across country with us. Or you can come and do certain parts of it if you want to and meet us. I know it's not exactly going to every state, but it's cutting through the middle of the country. So I think it's going to be in some place where people out there might be able to drive a few hours and meet up and hang out with us. Obviously, for that whole time, it's going to be about a week just to get out to LA and probably a week or so to get back. You know, so obviously I won't be doing the show, but I will be broadcasting and doing videos and having meetups and all that kind of good stuff with people. And I'll be talking about this on future shows because we've got about 2 weeks until this happens, you know, and I'll have some of these places where we're doing things. I'll have those people come on if I can manage it. And I'll also have the guys from Barnauls come on and we'll talk about it.
Cool. It's going to be a fun trip. Whoever tags in, it's going to be really fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So what is that? I think Rod Mills is doing a pregnancy test.
No.
Oh. What is that? Oh, Carnival. Carnival Cruise Lines. Carnival. So what are you guys doing? You're going on a gay cruise or something? What is that? Tell me about this.
Oh, God.
Were you guys cross-dressing? What's going on with this?
You should have just saw the look on your face when he said, you look like Walter Cronkite.
Oh, you thought I was going to forget about the hair thing earlier, right? Yeah. Okay. Man, I know how to play snaps. Okay. Mike Bryant said it's a boy.
Oh, that Hank Strange, I tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you guys recommend that I shoot that guy's shirt with? Should it be shotgun? I mean, AR would be
a little bit of
small.
Everything.
I
need
agree
a 45 and a shotgun at least, and then some other things.
I agree with that, and do some close-up stuff too. That way you'll get powder burns.
Yeah.
Okay. How close?
To get powder burns, you have to be really close.
Like right in front.
Yeah.
Like a shotgun?
Yeah, it depends on what the round is and all that, because you need that like flare, you need that little burn around the hole. So now what should I use? Double aught or bird shot or slugs?
A little bit of everything is what I say. Oh, slugs would be good because you get a big hole with slugs.
Yeah. So make sure there's a berm behind you. Put it on cardboard or something. You don't want ricochets coming back at you.
Blast it with everything.
I don't have a hacienda in my backyard, so I'll be at the range. I'll be arrested.
Yeah. Well, make sure your range will let you do that, because I know some ranges don't like that kind of stuff going down.
What? For me to put a target up and put
put a shirt on it? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
There's some ranges that if it even looks like a human at all, they won't let you shoot it.
Well, my range is like that for the non-members. For the members, we can go in the back and.
There you go. You're good.
Yeah, but I could. Yeah. Okay. Because I was going to put it on my IPSC target and put the for those that can't see, put the sweatshirt over it. Now this guy's a big dude. He's about Hank size. So
what the hell? What are you trying to say? why he's got to be Hank size? I'm average size, in the upper body.
So I forgot the guy told me that he was sending it directly to my house. So I go and I see I got an Amazon. But I'm like, that's funny. I didn't order anything Amazon, so I'm looking at it. I'm like, damn, should I open this? And I'm like, damn, this shit could be a bomb or something. I don't know what the hell why am I getting free Amazon stuff? So I got so I'm like, curiosity killed the cat. So I open it up. And it's like a 4X. I'm like, who the hell sent me a 4X?
Yeah, come on now. I'm a double X. I'm nowhere near 4. Is it yellow? Like, I think that guy's sweatshirt is yellow.
Well, hold on. Let me go get it. Hold on. Let me show you.
It's probably yellow or something. I'm assuming. Brick says shots fired. Trying to, 4X. Come on now. That's like a blanket for me. I know there's dudes out there that are 4X. I get it. I'm a big dude. I got a big back. It's just for the ladies. For the ladies that want to know, check it out. Look, this is that's the Hank Strange back right there.
What the hell did I come back to?
Exactly. You didn't even know what was going on.
So this is the hoodie here.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's it's pretty big. I mean, Hank Strange size. And
only if it was underwear.
You're in rare form tonight. I just got what you said.
Those are time bombs. Time bombs.
Boy, you can't get us three together, man.
No, this is it's always
we're always gonna get on here.
Mondays are always a shit show.
See, Walter missed a good time. Walter would have enjoyed this, but I know he's working. Well, I know Walter's working. It's really crazy for him. I almost feel sorry for him, the poor guy.
He's like the dad, and we're the kids and stuff.
Just get to goof off.
Yeah. We got to get someone to weld for Walter, otherwise.
Yeah, we got to find a welder.
Skills. Yeah, with skills. If someone knows someone in the what's Walter's area is like, not Tampa.
Harbor.
It's Safety Harbor is what is it?
Oldsmar, that whole area.
Yeah, what's that other thing where all the Scientology people are? That's
Clearwater?
That area. Clearwater. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They are in Clearwater.
Yeah, they're headquartered there.
Yeah. Walter's surrounded by the Scientology dudes.
Oh, wow.
So but anyway, he missed out. We got to find someone. If someone out there knows if they can really weld really well, those welds have to look like coins, just like stacked up on each other, and be real clean. And then maybe we'll get you a gig going with Walter. So there you go. All right. What were you going to ask me something else, Rod?
What was I going to ask you? Nah, nothing.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking around saying, what was I going to ask you?
Okay. Yeah. All right. Good. No, that's good. That works because we're after 9. So I'll wrap it up here. Babyface P, what do you have going on for the rest of the week, Mike?
I don't know. Wednesday, we got to figure out what we're doing Wednesday. We're not sure yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But beyond that, I don't know. Marley's here until Thursday, and then heading back Thursday night, and then coming back Friday night. It's a crazy week.
Mm-hmm.
But not a whole lot. We're not sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, me too. I'm probably just going to be doing, even though we're not going to do the show on Wednesday, but Lola and I will probably be working. Lots of stuff that we need to get done. So
always working. Never take a break.
Yes. Gotta work. That's how we, that's how we pay the bills around here. Hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I know what I meant to ask you. Did you actually get a full night's sleep or actually rest when you're on your vacation?
Seriously.
No.
Does that surprise anyone?
Yeah, the answer to that is no. I was actually really out of it this weekend, though. I think I was really, there was something I was coming down with this weekend, so I was knocked out every single day, Saturday and Sunday. I didn't really get that much done over the weekend.
Fatigue.
Yeah, like my body just ran right down, and so that's how my weekend looked. I know Clover, actually, I was supposed to talk to Clover over the weekend, and I was like, dude, I don't think it's going to happen. So I was just like, go ahead.
I'm doing my Patrick R. imitation,
Oh. Yeah. Will Killer says, all hail Xenu. Shout out to Will Keller. Okay, so Babyface. All right, what else do you have going on? Okay,
nothing going on.
Tell people about the Instagram, Babyface.
Baby-face P, I think it is. You can find me. Everybody can find me. Just find me something.
Here's the picture that I want. Take those letters, baby-face P, and make that into a picture or a video and put it up on your Instagram. It will go viral.
I'll figure out what. Okay, I'll try to figure that out.
Yeah, the imagery. Think about the imagery. Baby dash face P. Okay, put that up on your Instagram. That's what we're looking for. That's where you can find Babyface P, as well as he has a YouTube channel. All right, tell us about your stuff, Rod Mills.
Let's see. Friday.
And by the way, your stuff is what's the size of your stuff? Is it extra small? What size are you? Extra small? Pretty short, right?
Oh, God.
Wednesday, I got invited to a pig out, or I think that's what you call it, a pig out.
I never heard of that in my life.
They're going to roast a pig, and so I guess it was a pig.
Oh, a luau?
Well, no, it's not a luau because it's going to be in a hot box. They say
those China boxes.
Yeah, China boxes. Yeah,
those are awesome.
So these are some of my my Asian and I do have Asian friends.
I'm your friend. I'm Asian. I guess that doesn't count.
What, Asian with the curl?
Yeah, you know that Asia is not just China, right? You know.
Well, I'm sure that. I mean,
yeah. Oh, okay.
But these guys are Cambodian, so they invited me, so I'm going out there. Of course, I'm going to bring a half of probably a case of,
Brian Quick says they call those barbecue. Oh, look, Walther!
Oh, last minute.
Seriously,
Johnny, come late.
Only you, Walter. Look at that, and the picture is coming in so crystal clear. It's not even funny. Oh, there goes. Oh, I can tell some business might have just been handled.
No. She was trying to log me in before I got home, and I don't know how to do it. And somehow I couldn't remember my password when I got it, so I had to read the password and all that stuff.
Oh, that's cool. Oh,
hey, that is an old age, is it, Hank?
You missed. Yeah, it is. It is. You missed me talking about this, Walter.
Oh yeah, you know what that looks like? It looks like a stock off a freaking a Galil.
Yep,
right?
Yep.
What did I say?
Babyface. Yeah, Babyface, aka Walter Jr.
I said Galil stock. That's what it is.
So you missed us talking about that, but we'll talk about it again in the future.
All right. That's
yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Did you see did you guys talk about Gemtech moving?
Yeah, they're leaving their headquarters or whatever.
Yeah, where's the because they built a new headquarters somewhere, right?
Where they were, they were based in Idaho, but
were they?
No mo.
So yeah, where do they go to? Florida?
Oh, they're going to the motherland where where Smith and Wesson is.
Oh God.
Oh, that doesn't make any sense. What?
No, not at all.
Yeah, why would that?
I guess all they had, they say in their I saw where it was posted at. They said all they had was 9 employees left at the Idaho location. So
Jesus,
wow,
what a lonely location.
Wow.
Yeah,
they were supposed to be building a brand new building and everything. So I don't know what happened. So.
In Idaho,
yeah, before the sale, before Smith and Wesson bought them, they were.
Oh yes, that's right. Smith and Wesson owns them. That's why they're moving.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. Wow.
Right, well, hasta la vista, baby.
That's how it goes. Making room for more companies to come out with suppressors.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
They'll drive it into the ground. That's all.
Yeah. Julius Norton says, "I'm a girl with guns. Love you guys. Happy 4th. See, the ladies love us.
That's right.
We are sexy.
Ladies.
Yeah. There's a lot of sexy. Ladies. There's a lot of sexiness right here.
Yeah.
So you came on just in time for us to go, Walter. Why don't you tell the people? Because I think Rod Mills, I think he's finished. By the way, Rod Mills, someone said that thing that you're going to is called a barbecue.
Okay. All
that's
right.
what they call it in the olden days. That's invented by the Egyptians. The Egyptians came up with that phrasing. So, Walter, what's going on with you, man? Since you're coming on tomorrow now, since I hope you're going to make it tomorrow.
Well, yeah, I should. I mean, I got what I needed to get done, so my guy can work tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
My guys can do what he usually does.
You need a welder.
Oh, my welder. I don't have a welder right now. I am the welder for the time being. So, so that's what I was doing. I was welding receivers together so they can start to be assembled tomorrow.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
So we can run the cash register and pay everybody. Yeah.
I got a blind friend that's a welder.
I guess I did miss tonight, didn't I?
Yeah, you don't know. This is really off the rail. You missed the French guy that just keeps breaking out of prison. You missed that.
Oh, I saw that in the news. Yeah.
Yeah. This crazy French guy. You missed the zip gun. Check that out.
Walter, you like that?
It's a collectible.
They don't have a real good they don't have a real good reputation.
But would you own one? Would you put one in your collection?
If I could find it for the right price, yes. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to spend a lot of money. So
what about $50?
Yeah, you know what? You know what? I got this for free.
Well, yeah.
It's like $75. It's $75. That's what
That's not bad. It takes Ruger mags, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
I don't know for that price.
Yes. So everyone watching right now is getting a bonus from the show.
Bonus coverage.
Yeah, bonus coming in. Babyface P is like, now I will never eat.
I know. We got to go get dinner soon.
I will die here. So, all right, Walter, once you wrap it up, tell the folks you'll be. I guess you're coming on tomorrow.
Yeah.
But how can they find you?
I didn't mention it to anybody, but we're having the Safety Harbor has a 4th of July parade. And the military vehicle guys do that parade. And then after that, we all come to my house and we do what Rod Mills is going to do, like barbecue, cook out, drink adult beverages, and just, get liquored up. So that's what I got to get ready for that tomorrow, too. I got to make sure my vehicles are running and stuff, minor stuff. Yeah. So.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right, so I will wrap this up so everyone could go. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. We appreciate you guys, everyone that supports us on Patreon, or Patreon/Hank Strange. Of course, the people that support the show, ATI Outdoors. I don't know if you can see them back there.
This guy sign for the back there. I gotta get a sign back there.
Yeah,
man.
You got to get a nice sign so we can maybe hang it up over here or something like that. Safety Harbor Firearms, Walter Andrews Custom Leather. There you go. We are out of here. We will see you guys tomorrow, but we won't be here Wednesday. We're out.
Thumbs up.
Peace. We're out.